for you. Appalling news. We're to be visited by an inspector!
An inspector?
A government inspector with secret orders travelling incognito.
A government inspector with secret orders? Oh God, he's incognito!
I had a feeling of impending bother. All last night I was dreaming of these weird rats. Giants, both of them. 2 giant black rats. And they came in and they sniffed. Everywhere, everything, everyone. They sniffed. And then they went away. And this morning, plonk on my mat, there's this letter from Andrew. Here's what it says. My dear friend, godfather and benefactor, so I rush to warn you that an official has arrived with instructions to investigate the whole province, and especially our district. See if this get cracking. He may manifest himself any moment. In fact, he may be in town already. Incognito. Last Friday night the rest is just family gossip. My sister Anna came to see with a gloomy husband, weighs 18 stones and plays Austrian rocks from the fiddle, etc. and so on.
It's unusual. Decidedly unusual. Yeah, it's significant.
But why investigate our little town? What should St. Petersburg care what we get up to?
I mean, how we conduct ourselves?
Why indeed? So far, thank God, they've been using the fine-tuned films in other towns. But now, the finger of fate is pointing at us!
I think I perceive a subtle political motive. Russia is preparing to wage war on Europe, so its agents have been sent out to root out any subversives.
Oh, don't be daft! You could gallop from here for 3 years and never reach a foreign country. Thank God!
No, but I'm not so sure. The authorities may be a long way away, but they've got dossiers on everyone. Everyone!
True.
At this very moment, he may be...
A record behind our backs? What?
I've already sprung into action, and you bet I'll follow suit. And that goes double for you, Luca. This inspector's bound to go over your hospital bills with a magnifying glass and gimlet eyes. Get those patients of yours looking half decent. They look like blacksmiths and think like fishmongers.
And have their nightcaps laundered.
Right, and there should be some way of telling which patient is which and what they've got. 6 signs in the bed, in Latin or some foreign language. That's your line, Dr. Gimna. Name of patient, when admitted, name of disease, likely to die or not. And chuck out the ones who aren't that ill. 2 to a bed looks bad, even if it does keep them warm. And do something else with peculiar teachers of ours. I know they're a brainy bunch, educated in all sorts of places, but they're odd as saber-toothed reindeers. That geography teacher, 3 years in school, and he still has to ask his way home. And that history teacher knows his stuff, but he's mad as a meat axe.
He does get carried away. I gave him a little lecture about it, but he just said,
You must do what you imagine is your duty, Superintendent. But I would gladly die on the battlefield of education.
Well, it's a queer world. Intellectuals are always a bit touched.
God bless anyone who goes in for teaching.
Anyway, Moss, take a look at that courthouse of yours. The porters are keeping the geese in the vestibules, and the geese are having goslings, and the public keeps tripping over the goslings. I know it's patriotic to keep poultry, but there's a time and a place.
Absolutely.
And that clerk of yours, clever as they come. But I grant you, he smells like a distillery.
I can't do much about that clerk. He says his nurse dropped him on his head when he was a baby, and ever since then, he's had the slight aroma of vodka.
Now, we all have our little failings, as my friend Andrew puts it. I know you can't change human nature,
Well, there's
but...
human nature and human nature.
Well, and there's bribes.
Well, bribes and bribes, aren't there?
A bribe's a bribe.
That's a bit strong. If someone feels like giving you a 500 ruble fur coat, or say, oriental shawl for your wife?
There's such thing as too much. We'd be alright if this inspector wasn't coming incognito. Any minute he may pop in and say, There you all are. Who's it jumping?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is this stuff? What an inspector?
Haven't you heard?
Martinsky mentioned it. He just dropped by the post office.
What do you make of it?
What do I make of it? I think it means one thing.
Absolutely, just what I said!
War against Turkey? Don't be daft. War against us is more like it. We're going to be blown up, not the Turks. That's what this letter says.
Oh, that's different.
What does it all mean, Postmaster? How do you feel?
Bewildered mostly. How about you?
I face the future with confidence. Look, Ivan, I fancy someone's put in a complaint about me. If not, why is this Petersburg snooper coming here? Listen, Ivan, this is for your own good as well as mine. Can't you take every letter that comes into your post office and, well, steam it open a little and skip through it? Then, if it's not denouncing anyone, you could have it sealed up and delivered.
You don't have to tell me. Why do you think I skipped to somewhere going all day? I've been steaming for ages.
Anything in those letters about an inspector from St. Petersburg?
Nothing about any inspectors from St. Petersburg. But plenty about officials from Kostroma and Saratov. It's a shame you haven't read those letters. Other day, an army lieutenant was writing to his friend describing a ball.
I get rid of it. No, not now even. But look, if you find a letter with any moans or accusations, don't hesitate, file it.
My pleasure, Your Excellency.
What really gets me is that all we can do is sit here and wait. Wait for the door to burst open and...
Amazing news!
Incredible going, sir!
What's happened?
Mind boggled. I pop into the
And I pop into the aid with Dobchinski.
Let me tell them the story, Bobchinski.
No, let me do it. You cannot tell a story like I tell a story.
You muddle it up. He muddles it up. Leave out the best.
No, I will put in the best bit. The worst bit as well. Leave it to me,
But
Dobchinski.
Bobchinski!
I'll make you
For
sure.
Christ's sake, let's have it! Spare my blood pressure! Now, what's all the fuss about?
Right. I will start at the beginning and then do the middle bit and finish up at the end. About your letter after you were so upset. I will let me finish, Dobchinski. So I slipped into Sikoroklem, but he was out. So I nipped over to Rostovsky, but he wasn't home. So I went to the post office to tell I've been your news and coming out of there. Who should I bump into but Dobchinski?
Right by the hot pie stove.
Right by the hot pie stove. So I met Dobchinski and I said to him, I said, have you heard about the governor's letter? And he had, from your housekeeper at Docha down at the bottle shop. So we toured over to Pochitiv, and on the way Dobchinski said to me, why don't we drift into the inn? My stomach has been rambling all morning. My stomach, that Dobchinski's stomach, they've got some fresh salmon in. He said we could have a little snack here. Right, so there we were, in ensconced in the inn, when a young man,
Very smart, but not in uniform.
very smart, but not in uniform, was pacing around the rooms. He was thinking very deeply. You could tell by his face, it's a brainy face, very brainy. I had this funny feeling. So I said to Dobchinski, something's up. You know, and he did know because he called the flat, the landlord over, and the flat said that young man works for the government in Petersburg. Says he's off to Saratov, his name is Ivan Klestikov, old customer, been here for 2 weeks, orders everything on a stick, and doesn't pay a copy. Then we said, why is he still sitting here if he's off to Saratov? This is the one.
What one?
The one that you had your letter about, the government inspector.
Impossible! God help me, it can't be!
He must be. Hangs around town, never pays in cash. Who else could it be? And he's got someone with him.
Who's with him?
This manservant, allegedly.
Allegedly!
But that young Klestikov, oh, he got eyes like gimlet. Nothing escapes him. He even scrutinized our place. I was petrified.
What room have they put him in?
Number 5, under the stairs.
Oh! 2 weeks! He's been watching us for 2 weeks! In those 2 weeks, the sergeant's widow's been flogged! Their streets are full of rubbish and beggars, and their whole town's like a snowball full of dirt! He'll destroy me!
Well, shall we go and visit him as a group?
No. No. There are some ordeals a man must face alone. Oh God, see me through this, oh God, and the light is the biggest candle the world has ever seen.